evening. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals, IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professionals, RGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable knowledge seekers, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Kamalata. I am from Bangladesh. Dear knowledge seekers, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and certified international education and training institute. In the last years, we have already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus professionals and 4,500 plus organizations. Our Institute of Global Professionals IGP and ISO 9001, 2050, 2018. It's a training facility for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualification. The Institute of Global Professionals is an educational institute that provides a solid globally recognized and reputable, with service students and community researchers providing holistic social work and education. We believe that research effective training gives one skills just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate professional generations all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also for learners to respective campus promotions and distance learning platforms. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business plan. It's a part of our human life. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminars, courses, awards, quiz competitions, monitoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like creating our portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and one knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can update all day. Guides, learning game website, free courses, conversation, and many more. We have to empower you to learn to meet their expectations and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several training programs, webinars, and offline courses for youth and learners by professional trainers, speakers, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the education of global professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and Latin mission, so we try to understand the needs of today's generation and to serve them with good research and practice methods. Must we have a we must have a genuine concern for the learners who represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required. To lead research with professionalism, passion, and integrity, RGP members are committed to offering effective base quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill levels and values. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your field in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable to us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we've already completed 1,499 webinars successfully. Wow. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we've already completed 1,499 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speakers, participants, and well-wishers, at this moment, this is a very important news for you all. We changed and designed our website www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprises for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched our new website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one of our strong point is that with an account or login, you can enjoy our services. So create your account for once with your proper information, noted with your proper information, you will enjoy your features. With mismatched data, you can't do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competitions on our website. To replace Slido, you have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificates. Now it's easier and time-oriented because after this session, you will not provide with any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam after which you, if you pass, you will receive a certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in one exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate, explication certificate. If you are a host of IGP, you can download your certificate of graduate. If you are an online course competitioner, you can download your certificate of participation. If you are selected for lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership receipt. Besides this, if you participate in any award function which organized community support with IGP, you can download that also. You can instantly prepare and download types of ministry certificates from our website in a minute. Certificate of Global Professional Membership, Certificate of Global Influencer during the pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge Seeker, Certificate of Social Activities during the pandemic, Certificate of Active and IGP Knowledge Income 2020, Certificate of Active and IGP Knowledge Income 2021, Certificate of Active and IGP Knowledge Income 2022, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 1 of Critic Assessment in Teaching Learning. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 2 Teaching English as a Foreign Language and Assessment. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 3 Digital Classroom Engagement Tools. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 4 The New Trends in Education. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 5 Upskilling Entrepreneurship and Managerial Skill. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 6 Trends and Innovation in Mathematics Education. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 7 Research Comprehensive Approach. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 8 Art in Teaching Special Programming in the Arts. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 9 21st Century Tools in Teaching Mathematics. Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador. Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and learn within a minute from now, and you can participate in 1000 presentation level quizzes with verified e-certificates. Teaching tips for teachers, health tips for parents, and tips for teenage gamification tools for teachers. You can join IGP Alumni, you can check out our 50 plus premium services, websites for free, and many more. Dear IGP Solutions, we promise to this but lack of technical issues, we are late sending you on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous credentials. We solve all issues from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. You can check your dashboard for all webinar details. It's a cordial request to you. Check out buttons and pages on our website. Sure, like and say will be benefited. Thank you, but if you don't have an account or login, you continue your services. At present, we are going to start our program 1500, 1500 12, and the program name is Attitudes and Behaviors That Leads to Success. And our today's speaker is Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar Gupta, and he is come from India. He's come from India. Hello, sir.
Hello,
Hello. How are you, sir?
hello,
Hello, sir.
yes,
Sir, please some descriptions about yourself for our audience. Sir, please some descriptions about yourself for our audience.
yeah, I'm sharing the. Okay, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Should I start my presentation?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank
Hello,
you, sir.
everyone. This is Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar Gupta from India. Presently, I am in USA, Boston. The topic of the day is attitudes and behaviors that lead to success. Attitude and behaviors, it is a two-way street. It is about one's attitude and behavior that determines a person's success. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. I really believe that you are your own career builder and are responsible for your own success. Your outlook involves your perception of success or failure. That the best part is that setting attitude and behavior leads to success. The successful people show respect to others by listening and responding to ideas and criticism and finding solutions that work for everyone. They don't get too caught in life or work drama that can bog them down. Examples we can take of positive attitude that smiling and being kind to others, practicing self compassion, not taking things personally, being happy for others' success. So attitude is important because it can influence your ability to move through the world. Success is made up of 1% of luck and 99% of sweat. Road to success is not straightforward. Success means to one person will be completely different to another. Do not measure success with somebody else's ruler. Be who you are, become who you want to become, and make a positive contribution to the future. For success, the positive mindset is most important. Positive mindset is the practice of focusing on the good in any given situation. It can have a big impact on the physical and mental health. It doesn't mean one should ignore reality or make light of problems. Positive mindset is so much powerful that it can change one's daily routine and leads him to solve his problems easily. The positive mindset is the key to success because it keeps motivated and changes attitude towards the problem occurring in life. Surely, positive attitude leads to success because positive people have more energy and are more confident and they are more helpful. Because of this, they tend to set higher goals and expand more effort in order to reach their goals. They are also more resilient, which helps them bounce back and persevere despite setback. Attitude is a choice because attitude affects success. Your attitude has a direct impact on how you communicate and collaborate with others, how you contribute to the culture of your work environment, and how you perform your daily tasks and responsibilities. Ultimately, your attitude shapes your success and your happiness. Your attitude today determines your success tomorrow. Our attitude towards life determines life's attitude towards us. It is vice versa. The attitude impacts the level of success. Successful people with the right attitude never put themselves down. One must always look for a seed of positive benefit. Attitude keeps the spirits high and enthusiasm alive. This determines the success. The right attitude towards success is and will always be adaptability. There are few examples of attitude and behavior. Attitude refers to how someone feels about something. For example, a student having a negative outlook towards math class. A behavior is how someone acts in response to their feeling. For example, the student's action of skipping math class. The attitude can be measured with the help of Behavioral Attitudes Index. The BAI gauges the underlying positions and motivations of an individual within a specific environment. This coincides with the feelings and thoughts that unwittingly mold every choice a person makes. Simple example of attitude. Attitudes can include up to three components: cognitive, emotional, and behavioral. Jane believes that smoking is unhealthy, feels disgusted when people smoke around her, and avoids being in situations where people smoke. An attitude refers to a set of emotions, beliefs, and behaviors towards a particular object, person, thing, or event. The main components of attitude. Attitudes are often the result of experience or upbringing. They can have a powerful influence over behavior and affect how people act in various situations. While attitudes are enduring, they can also change. The main components of attitude are cognitive, affective, and behavioral, which means they incorporate thoughts, feelings, and action. The overview of attitude. To understand the meaning of attitudes, it can be helpful to look at a few different examples. Attitude can refer to your opinion on the death penalty, your opinion about which political party does a better job for running the country, whether prayer be allowed in schools or colleges, whether violence on television be regulated. So, chances are that you probably have fairly strong opinions on these and similar questions. You have developed attitudes about such issues, and these attitudes influence your beliefs as well as your behavior. How psychologists define attitudes? They define attitudes as a learned tendency to evaluate things in a certain way. This can include evaluations of people, issues, objects, or events. Such evaluations are often positive or negative, but they can also be uncertain at times. For example, you might have mixed feelings about a particular person or issue. Researchers also suggest that there are several different characteristics that make up attitude. attitude. There are mainly three components: the cognitive component, behavioral component, and implicit attitude, explicit attitudes. The affective component is referred to how the object, person, issue, or event makes you feel. It relates to the feeling. The cognitive component, your thoughts and beliefs about the subject. And behavioral component, how attitude influence your behavior. How the attitude formation takes place. It is with the help of experience, attitudes from directly as a result of experience, the social factors, social roles relate to how people are expected to behave in a particular role or context. The learning attitudes can be learned in a variety of ways. Conditioning, operant conditioning can also be used to influence how attitudes develop. Observation. Finally, people also learn attitudes by observing people around them. Attitudes and behavior relate each other. We tend to assume that people behave according to their attitudes. However, social psychologists have found that the attitudes and actual behavior are not always perfectly aligned. After all, plenty of people support a particular candidate or political party yet fail to vote. People also are more likely to behave according to their attitudes under certain conditions. Why attitudes change? While attitudes can have a powerful effect on behavior, they are not set in stone. The same influences that lead to attitude formation can also create attitude change. It is a learning theory that classical condition, operant conditioning, and observational learning can be used to bring about attitude change. Classical conditioning can be used to create positive emotional reaction to an object, person, or event by associating positive feelings with the target object. Operant conditioning can be used to strengthen desirable attitudes and weaken undesirable ones. People can also change their attitudes after observing the behavior to others. The another theory is elaboration likelihood theory. This theory of persuasion suggests that people can alter their attitudes in two ways. First, they can be motivated to listen and think about the message, thus leading to an attitude shift. Or they might be influenced by the characteristics of the speaker, leading to a temporary or surface shift in attitude. Messages that are thought provoking and that appeal to logic are more likely to lead to permanent change in attitudes. Dissonance theory is another one where people can also change their attitudes when they have conflicting beliefs about a topic. In order to reduce the tension created by these incompatible beliefs, people often shift their attitudes. Attitudes play a pivotal role. Attitudes play in shaping human behavior from the choices people make about living their lives to the health behaviors they engage in daily. Understanding where these attitudes come from and how they sometimes change can help you look for ways to improve your attitude. Whether it means adopting a more positive outlook or life or changing your opinion based on new information. The different types, as we have discussed earlier also, the positive or negative attitude, explicit or implicit. The positive attitude involves good feelings, where negative attitudes are characterized by hostility, anger, or dislike. Explicit attitudes are conscious, while implicit attitudes are unconscious. Attitudes are thought to have three components: the cognitive component, belief, and knowledge. Effective component, it is feeling, and behavioral component, the effect of the attitude on behavior. An attitude is our evaluation of a person, an idea, or an object. Keep a positive attitude, even if results don't seem to be occurring as quickly as they want them to. Now I'll discuss about behavior. Behavior is how someone acts. It is what a person does to make something happen, to make something change, or to keep things the same. Either we are going to change something or we are keeping the things as they are. Behavior is a response to things that are happening internally, thoughts, and feelings. There are a few examples of behavior: conflict behavior, communication behavior, cooperation behavior, creativity, play, social interaction, tradition, and work, etc. Why small habits make a big difference? A habit is defined as a way of behaving that is repeated so often it no longer involves conscious thought and is learned rather than innate. A habit might be a person brushing her teeth every night before going to bed, or walking the dog every morning before school or college or work. A habit which can be part of any activity ranging from eating and sleeping to thinking and reacting. There are professional behaviors also that include good manners, being mindful of personal space, and refraining from referencing non work related or other inappropriate topics. Use appropriate language, apologize for errors or misunderstanding, and keep your personal opinions of others private. The different types of behavior: overt, covert, conscious, unconscious, rational, irrational, voluntary, and involuntary behaviors. Behaviors is a field of psychology that focuses on a study of behaviors and how they are learned and changed. We can modify our behavior, and it is by means of changing behavior through various techniques which to replace undesirable behaviors with desirable ones. Behavior modification techniques have been used for various problems such as anxiety, bed wetting, separation, and general anxiety, various phobias, obsession, compulsive disorder, OCD, etc. The methods used vary but usually involve some form of positive or negative behavior. With this behavior modification, you are not worried about the cause of the behavior. You are only using a method to change it, whatever may be the cause, but you determine to change using positive and negative reinforcement for behavior modification. It's just mindset, a new mindset, new results. The positive reinforcement is using a reward for positive behavior to make sure the person continues with the desired behavior. It is the most effective method of shaping behavior because it is the most pleasant one. For example, praise and reward are both used in positive reinforcement. There is negative reinforcement also. It is taking something unpleasant away to reinforce good behavior. You are not actually doing anything negative. Examples may be take aspirin to remove a headache, or giving in to an argument, or to a dog's begging, fanning yourself to escape the heat, leaving a movie theater if the movie is bad. So these are some examples of negative reinforcement. Positive punishment. If you present a negative consequences in response to negative behavior, you are using positive punishment, as it is in mathematics minus minus plus. Negative punishment, something is taken away in response to negative behaviors. For example, taking away electronics if homework is not completed by a student, or taking away toys not put away in child's room. This is punishment by removal. Something is taken away that you do like. Taking food away from a hungry rat, not being allowed to join basketball training because you are late, not taking it, allowed in the classroom also. Your parents taking away your internet access for doing something wrong. So there are positive, negative, both uh, reinforcement and positive, negative punishment. Open condi- Operant conditioning is based on the idea that we can increase or decrease a certain behavior by adding a consequence. For example, if a dog poops on a carpet, we can either provide reinforcement so that dog does it again, or punishment so that the dog stops. Both reinforcement and punishment can either be positive or negative, which means we have four possible ways to teach anyone, just like shown in this figure for dog. The operant conditioning, reinforcement and punishment, positive, negative punishment also, and positive, negative reinforcement also. The behavior modification, when you want to change any behavior, use positive reinforcement for good behavior and negative punishment for each incident of misbehavior. making consequences effective. Consequences must be consistent. If he knows that each infraction always results in same consequence, he will likely change behavior to avoid the consequence. If anyone is coming late to his class or to his office, then the person is punished every time. So he will improve his behavior. Consequences should be immediate. A person needs immediate feedback, both positive and negative. Consequences should be effective. What the action you are taking on the behavior, it should be effective. People react differently when positive and negative consequences are used. So different people use different consequences. The behavior modification theory, all behaviors have some meaning. If a behavior does not serve a purpose, it will no longer exist. All behaviors are motivated by rewards and consequences. Change to behavior is directly linked to rewards or consequences. Theory is focused on outcomes, less on motivation. Behavior changes first, attitude change second. Act as if. Act only what is the present situation. Can't wait to feel better. Behavior is what similar mood change. There are examples of behavior, overt behavior. It is defined as the actions or activities that are openly displayed and readily observable. We can see immediately. Covert behavior is the behavior that is not obviously apparent to others. It can include things like hiding emotions, withholding information, or discussing one's true intentions. You may be angry with someone, but you are not showing your angriness. And you may be loving someone, but you are not showing the love to that person. So this is covert behavior. Conscious behavior is behavior that is intentional and purposeful. It happens as a result of conscious thought and decision making, not out of reflex or habit. The unconscious behavior that happens without our awareness or control. It is, of course, the opposite of conscious behavior. The rational behavior is based on reason and logic. It is the opposite of emotional or irrational behavior. The irrational behavior does not align with logic or reason. Some people recognize that their behavior is irrational while others do not. In your friendship, you can say anything to each other, but to a known person, you can't say something. So that is irrational behavior. Voluntary behavior is the is any movement or action that is initiated and controlled by an individual and done without force or coercion. Involuntary behavior is any action that is not without our control. Ethical behavior refers to actions that are taken based upon a personal or shared moral framework. Unethical behavior is also there. That this refers to that are inconsistent with the personal or agreed upon shared moral framework. The we generally refer to learned behavior. When referring to the process of conditioning, the term pro-social behavior is used when exploring whether people's behaviors are consistent with the well-being of the people around them. A target behavior is another one that a researcher, teacher, parent, or similar agent of socialization attempts to replace during applied behavior analysis. The replacement behaviors are actions that replace a problematic behavior or habit that you want to remove. Often, instead of quitting one behavior outright, it is easier to replace it with another behavior. Collective behaviors occur when a large number of people act in an unstructured and unpredictable way, but often still as a group of crowd. The stages of behavior change. There are few steps: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance. Pre-contemplation, we are not aware. Contemplation, aware of the problem. Preparation, intent to take action. Action is prescribe the desired behavior, and maintenance works to sustain the behavior changes. We'll look into detail. The pre-contemplation, this is almost a fake step because change isn't really even being considered yet. It is very first step. This is where you hear phrases like, I know I should eat healthier, but I just love carbs, or I'm just really not a runner. People in this stage have no intent to take action, even if they are aware they should. How to pass this stage? Unfortunately, unmotivated people aren't likely to suddenly become motivated. While many people remain in pre-contemplation out of ignorance or lack of awareness of how changing might help them, some people just don't care. If you are in a pre-contemplation, the best way to get out of it is to imagine what life might look like if you change. Maybe this will help build motivation. The another second step is contemplation. This is the stage where intent to change starts. It is just beginning. A person in contemplation is ready to try something new. More than just being ready, the person is contemplation is thinking about the pros and cons of changing. They know what will make it hard but are willing to try anyway. Don't be confused through we aren't anywhere near action yet. It is just thinking process. A person can stay in the contemplation stage for years, ready to start but never actually making a plan. How to pass this stage? The key here is moving from passive contemplation to active planning. Someone in this stage needs to process through what they will gain and lose by changing and accept their own dissatisfaction with where they are. This is the preparation is the key of this behavior change. Imagine someone preparing to jump, freeze them at the point where they have bent their legs and are tensing their muscles to spring upward. This is what preparation looks like. It is distinguished from contemplation by a formulated plan to act. We have not just thought, but we are eager to start now. How the how to pass this stage? The key to moving from preparation to action is specificity. The more specific a plan is, the harder it becomes to put the things off. Instead of saying, soon I'll start cutting back on sugar, challenging the individual to set an exact date when the change will start. Keep developing a clear plan and how to maintain the change and what to do if the person replaces to the original behavior. The most important phase is action, the fourth stage. Congratulations. This is where the rubber meets the road. No matter how long the previous three stages took, they were leading up to this point and have contributed to real change. In the action phase, you start having tangible evidence of the change you desire, and that can make you feel quite accomplished. It is good to remember that the new behavior isn't a habit yet. It will require the same effort and in, intentional work all the way through. How to pass this stage? Based on the trans-theoretical model, the individual needs to be in action at least 6 months before moving to maintenance. Don't believe what you have heard about 21 days to form a habit. That is a total myth. The only way to maintain action is time and dedication. The fifth stage is maintenance. So it has been 6 months and the new behavior has become familiar. Wow, honestly, I'm always amazed when people make it this for because it takes serious commitment and hard work. When someone is in maintenance, they no longer need to work so hard to maintain the new behavior. This doesn't mean that there is no risk of going back to the old behavior that can take up to 5 years. However, the maintenance stage is like the last mile of marathon. How to pass this stage moving forward is sort of a moot idea at this point. The purpose of the maintenance stage is to become comfortable being where you are. The best way to keep this going is to keep the vigilant attitude that got you this for every behavior. There are factors that make it easier and factors that get in the way. Attitude and behaviors that lead to success. Success, life is your seesaw. Now we'll discuss about success. So you may not stay balanced long, but you can aim for a high after every low. And that is success. Success is one of the most discussed topics on the planet Earth, and I'm yet to see a man who has proposed in his heart not to be successful. To some, success might be all about having so much of money, and to some, success might be acquiring what makes them comfortable, and to others, it may be achieving what they intend to achieve over a period of time. Success is impact. 500 plus people define success in a different way. So you can refer these definitions of success. I believe that success is not just being a blessing to you alone, but being a source of blessing to others. Success is fulfillment on God's will and amount of effort impact you can make in the life of others. You can choose your own definition of success. Success is achievement. It is getting to the zenith of a place and staying there in any field of instance, ability for you to stay relevant, useful, and fulfilled, and then keep being useful. It is not a one time thing, it is a process. It is utilized opportunity. Success happens when you find yourself where you are meant to be per time. The success is the reaction between the opportunity and the effort I put into. So, success is not final, failures is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Success from good research and cautious applicability is getting what one wants. Success above all is unique to each Homo sapiens. Success is achieving the goals. We have to come out of our comfort zone for success. The there are 10 areas of life: personal goals, spiritual goals, career goals, financial goals, family goals, friend goals, community goals, recreation goals, health goals, and service to mankind goals. Achieving my goals in each of these areas consistently makes me successful. The quality of relationship rises, the quality of thinking improves. The success. Imagine success is a 10 rug ladder. 9 of rugs are going to be failures, and only the 10th one will lead you to success. Success means action, purpose, persistence, discipline, vision, focus, attitude. You have some vision, then goal, then action, then you will able to go to the last stage, success. Success is a journey. Success is the progressive realization. It is not a fixed point in time. It is positive. I won't do it. It starts from I won't do it. Then I can't do it. I want to do it. How do I do it? I'll try to do it. I can do it, and I will do it. Then I have done it. So these are the various steps in success. Success is personal. It is achievement focused. It is very simple formula. If you work harder than you normally do and push yourself a little bit more, you will be closer to achieving the success you dream about all day, every day. It is just mindset. What kind of attitude do you need to be successful? Growth, the final attitude that you need for success in an attitude of growth. It is an eye opening experience when you begin to realize that your success will not change unless you change. In fact, the whole world can change, but it won't change your success if you remain the same. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Powerful attitude. An attitude that will empower you, not destroy you, is powerful attitude. An attitude that will favorably help you navigate the waves of life, and that will also help you replace to others more effectively. Of course, you will not always have a positive attitude, and that is simply not feasible for any human being. If success based on attitude, yeah, your attitude defines and delimits your level of success. If you have a generally lousy attitude, you will never really be successful. If you have a generally upbeat attitude, however, you will always achieve at least some level of success. Your attitude determines how you interpret what events mean. Your attitude is like a price tag. It shows how valuable you are. Success is not a skill, it is an attitude. Your attitude has a direct impact on how you communicate and collaborate with others, how you contribute to the culture of your work environment, and how you perform your daily tasks and responsibilities. Ultimately, your attitude shapes your success and your happiness. How is positive attitude a strength in success? It can make a huge difference in how you overcome your personal and professional hurdles on an everyday basis. It would enable you to develop inner strength and keep moving ahead despite the adversities you encounter. Behavior is the mirror in which everyone shows their image. If you want to change attitudes, start with a change in behavior. What are the attitudes? Learner's mind, non judgmental, acknowledgement, settled, composed, letting be, self reliant, and self compassionate. Don't be afraid of impossible. Impossible itself says, I am possible, because your attitude affects your decision making. Okay, thanks a lot for listening me. Any question? Please, or you may contact through my mail ID or WhatsApp number. I've taken the references from here. Okay, that's all from my side.
Thank you so much, sir, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which is our only intention. Run and grow together as GP knowledge seekers. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our question and answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinars. Honorable sir, please stay with us. After a short video, we'll be back in our session part 2, which is the question and answer part. Dear Ajibol knowledge seekers, please ask your questions in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question and answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your questions in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question and answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP non-speakers, please ask your questions in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. We are still waiting for your questions. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, please ask your questions in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Please ask your questions in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Mm. Thank you, sir. I think we have covered all of our topics and questions. Once again, thank you so much, dear sir, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and new date. Thank you, sir. Take care. Honorable sir, before we move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, sir. RGP Knowledge Seeker system for the webinar certification process is the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. RGP Knowledge Seekers, it's time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Certificate instruction, visit www.eduagip.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find the running session and get enrolled. After watching or completing part, one click mark is complete. Move to the next, which is the learning test course, passing mark 80%. If passed, back to the course again. Download the certificate if failed to retake the course. Download the certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I am going to share the procedure again. Certificate instruction, visit www.eduagip.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Sign up or sign in, find a running session and get enrolled. After watching and completing part 1, we instantly click mark as complete. Move to the next, which is the learning test quiz, passing mark 80%. If passed back to the course again to download the certificate if failed to retake the course. Download the certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP Knowledge Seekers, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is a regular webinar activity, which interview process for online live quiz competition. Noted after live, no one can participate. Participation process now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instructions carefully. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instructions carefully. Visit www.edurgp.com and sign up or sign without this. You can join live quiz competitions anywhere. Browse the live quizzes button or given link. Find the session name and join with your log website or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join. Indian online live quiz competition. After the quiz, we will issue certificates for the top winners, previous which you can find on our website and official Facebook page. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. We are now start our quiz session. Already 22 people joined us. Our first question is: there are attitudes and behaviors that lead to or are related to delinquent behavior and responsibility needs, be criminogenic needs. Correct answer is B. On the leaderboard, first person name is Kyungi Sahagitakar. Next question is: says criminals learn skills, attitudes, and behaviors that lead a crime from people they associate with. A code of harmony behavioral learning theory. Correct answer is B. On the leaderboard, first person name is Cristina Vidal Rosario. Next question is: Dash states that behaviors that lead to satisfaction are strengthened and behaviors that lead to annoyance are weakened. Counticus selection by consequences by Counticus law of effect. Correct answer is B. On the leaderboard, first person name is Cristina Vidal Rosario. Next question is: Dash is the unresolved thoughts and behaviors that lead to repetitive behaviors. Depression, BOCD. B on the leaderboard. First person name is Christina Vidal Rosario. Next question is daily thoughts, actions, and behavior that lead to success or failures. Adaptability, B. Correct answer is B on the leaderboard. First person name is Charlene Elf Infante. The concept of analyzing thoughts and behaviors that lead to negative life choices. A drug user therapy. B. Cognitive behavior therapy. Correct answer is B on the leaderboard. First person name is Charlene L. Infante. Next question is OCD commonly results in unreasonable thoughts and behaviors that leads to repetitive actions called compulsions. A true, B false. Correct answer is A on the leaderboard. First person name is Charlene L. Infante. Next question is what term do physiologists use to describe the unique attitudes, behaviors, and emotions that characterize a person, a psyche, or personality? Correct answer is B on the leaderboard. First person name is Leo Fasnola. Next question is heterosexism can lead to homophobic attitudes and behaviors. A false, be true. Correct answer is B on the leaderboard. First person name is Leo Fasnola. Next question is stereotypes can lead to prejudice attitudes and discriminatory behaviors. A true, be false. Correct answer is A on the leaderboard. First person name is Leo Fasnola. Our question is finished now. Conclusions to our regular online quiz competition has stopped in conclusion second. We will take a few minutes to finalize the result and after to issue our online quiz competition certificates on our website and official Facebook page. Conclusions to our regular online quiz competition has stopped in conclusion second. We will take a few minutes to finalize the result and after to issue our online quiz competition certificates on our website and official Facebook page. Conclusions to our regular online quiz competition has stopped in conclusion second. We will take a few minutes to finalize the result and after to issue our online quiz competition certificates on our website and official Facebook page. At the end of the session, we can say properly feeders will never stop learning because life never stop teaching. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. If you want to participate in every program. If you want to live a happy life, type we goal not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end like button, I again want to thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you in the next session. Thank you.